Welcome to District Command Central, your go-to source for the latest news and updates on the Washington Commanders. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a play. Terry McLaurin's future with the Washington Commanders is one of the hottest topics in the NFL right now, and it's wrapped in uncertainty and tension. Fans have been holding their breath, hoping for a smooth resolution to what feels like an increasingly complicated saga. At the heart of the drama is a critical deadline looming on the horizon, one that insiders say could finally clear the air and reveal the true direction of this relationship. Even though McLaurin has reportedly requested a trade, it doesn't mean talks for an extension should stop. On the contrary, this deadline is key because it forces both parties to make a decision. Either come together or prepare for a possible split. The stakes are high, and the spotlight is shining bright on Washington's front office and McLaurin himself as everyone waits to see what happens next. Despite McLaurin's trade request, the Commanders' general manager Adam Peters remains firm and focused on finding a deal that fits the team's parameters. Peters isn't willing to cave in to the demands presented by McLaurin's representatives, even as the wide receiver's performance and potential make him an invaluable asset. This stubbornness is not about being difficult. It's about the team maintaining financial discipline and managing their salary cap wisely. The dynamic is further complicated by McLaurin's apparent belief that his value is rising, especially after other receivers struggled during Washington's recent game against the New England Patriots. Yet Peters has set a price, and he is waiting for McLaurin's camp to meet it. This standoff creates an intricate balance of power where both sides are measuring their next moves carefully. An insider from the Commanders, Linnell Willingham, has pointed to a very specific event, Cut Down Day, as the pivotal moment that could reveal everything about McLaurin's status. Cut Down Day, the deadline by which NFL teams trim their rosters before the regular season, is not just a routine date this year. It carries massive implications in this case because it could determine whether McLaurin remains with the team or starts to head toward an uncertain future elsewhere. If the two sides haven't reached an agreement by then, fans and analysts alike will have a much clearer picture of what's happening behind the scenes. It's the day when the silence breaks, and the Commanders' plans for McLaurin will come into sharp focus. The tension is palpable, and eyes will be glued to that moment. One key detail brought to light by Willingham is McLaurin's current status on the physically unable to perform list, or PUP list. This is significant because it allows McLaurin to be off the active roster while still collecting his paycheck. He is reportedly nursing an ankle injury, but many believe this is more of a strategic move than a purely medical one. Being on the PUP list means McLaurin can avoid fines related to missing training camp, fines that would otherwise total $50,000 per day. The suspicion is that this is a holdout tactic designed to protect his financial interests while negotiations drag on. This adds another layer of complexity to the saga, mixing financial strategy with physical readiness and leaving fans wondering what's really going on beneath the surface. The financial implications of McLaurin's situation become even more striking once the regular season kicks off. Each game, McLaurin collects a hefty $850,000, a sum that underscores just how valuable he is to the Commanders and how much leverage he holds. However, if no deal is struck, his time on the PUP list means he could theoretically earn that money without actually playing in the first several games. This scenario creates a strange and tense dynamic, as the team would be paying a star player who isn't contributing on the field. It's a delicate situation for Washington because they want McLaurin to play, but they also want to avoid setting a precedent that might encourage future holdouts. The financial chess game continues, with each side waiting for the other to blink. From the team's perspective, there's a straightforward way to solve this mess. Sign an extension with McLaurin. That would bring stability to the roster and clarity to the fans. But the challenge lies in the how rather than the what. There's bad blood now, a sense of frustration on both sides, and that makes negotiations tricky. Peters and McLaurin's camp must find common ground quickly, or risk seeing this talented receiver walk away or sit out critical early games. Time is ticking, and the longer this drags on, the more questions and doubts arise. It's a high-pressure situation that demands diplomacy, patience, and a willingness to compromise from all parties involved. The emotional undertones in this saga cannot be ignored. McLaren is more than just a player. He's a fan favorite, a symbol of hope and excitement for Washington's offense. For the fans, seeing him sidelined or potentially traded would be heartbreaking. That's why so many hope the team can resolve these issues in time for the start of the season. The idea of McLaren running routes and making big plays alongside his teammates is the image everyone wants to see come to life. When he steps onto the field in Week 1 against the New York Giants, all the behind-the-scenes drama will fade away, replaced by pure excitement and focus on the game. That moment, more than any contract negotiation, will define this chapter. On a strategic level, McLaurin's presence or absence could dramatically shape the Commanders' season. Without him, their passing game takes a huge hit, and the burden falls on other receivers who have struggled to prove themselves. With McLaren, the offense gains a reliable, explosive weapon who can change games and keep defenses honest. The coaching staff knows this, and it's likely a big reason why the team remains hesitant to let him go despite the tough talks. This internal tug of war reflects the complex realities of the NFL business. Talent and money collide, and every decision impacts the team's chances of winning. McLaurin's situation is a perfect example of this delicate balance. Looking forward, the next few weeks will be crucial for the Commanders and McLaren alike. Cut-down day looms large as a deadline that could either herald reconciliation or a more public split. Fans, analysts, and insiders will be watching closely, trying to read the signs and anticipate what the future holds. The outcome of these negotiations will send a message to the league and to fans about the Commanders' commitment to their stars and their approach to team building. Whether McLaren ends up on the field in the team's colors or moves on to a new destination, this saga is far from over, and the drama is only just beginning to unfold. If you're enjoying the coverage, make sure to smash that like button and drop a comment with your thoughts on the Commanders' latest moves. We want to hear from you. Big news might be on the horizon in the NFL, and if you're a fan of drama and shakeups, this one's for you. Rumor has it that Saquon Barkley, the electrifying running back who has been a cornerstone for the Philadelphia Eagles, may be on the verge of a blockbuster move to the Washington Commanders. Imagine the ripple effects across the league if this deal actually goes through. Barkley, known for his explosive runs, agility, and ability to change the course of a game, would bring a new dimension to the Commanders' offense, potentially turning them into serious contenders in their division. Sources close to the situation hint that talks have been heating up with teams watching closely to see if this move could shake up the balance of power in the NFC East. The Commanders haven't had a running back of Barkley's caliber in recent years, so the buzz is real. Fans on social media are already buzzing with excitement and speculation about how this would impact the team's strategy next season. Barkley's explosive style could fit perfectly with the Commanders' offensive scheme, giving their quarterback a reliable weapon in both the rushing and passing game. If this rumor gains traction, it would also mean a major adjustment for the Eagles, who might be looking at reshaping their backfield. Could this be the beginning of a new era for Washington? Everyone's eyes are glued to the developments, waiting to see if this possible trade or signing will indeed become official. The NFL offseason just got a lot more interesting with this potential blockbuster in the making. The buzz surrounding Saquon Barkley moving to the Washington Commanders isn't just fan chatter. It's starting to sound like something the league insiders are taking seriously. Imagine Barkley, fresh off a couple of strong seasons, stepping into the Commanders' backfield, instantly changing the dynamics of their offense. The Commanders have struggled with consistency in the running game, and Barkley's arrival could solve a major problem for them. Insiders say that the Commanders' front office has been actively courting Barkley, seeing him as a centerpiece for a revamped offensive identity. There's talk that the team's new coaching staff has drawn up plays specifically tailored for Barkley's unique skill set, which combines power, speed, and agility in a way few backs can match. This would give the Commanders an offensive weapon capable of breaking long runs and sustaining drives. For Barkley, a change of scenery might provide the fresh start he needs to unlock his full potential. The rumors suggest that contract discussions are in advanced stages and that the Commanders are prepared to offer a lucrative deal. Philadelphia's front office is reportedly aware and already considering their next moves. The ripple effect could extend beyond just these two teams, with other NFC East rivals watching closely and possibly planning their counters. It's all building into a potential game changer for the upcoming NFL season, creating a sense of anticipation and intrigue that's hard to ignore. Talk about a major shakeup in the NFL landscape. Word on the street is that Saquon Barkley's possible signing with the Washington Commanders could be one of the biggest stories this offseason. Barkley, who has dazzled fans and analysts alike with his explosive running style and dynamic playmaking ability, could breathe new life into a Commanders offense that's been searching for consistency. Rumors suggest the Commanders management has been quietly working behind the scenes, crafting a contract package that could lure Barkley away from Philadelphia. The timing feels right for both parties. Barkley might be seeking a fresh start to reassert himself as one of the league's elite backs, while Washington looks to strengthen its offense and contend for playoff spots. Fans have started buzzing online, creating a whirlwind of excitement and speculation about what this move would mean. Would Barkley's presence instantly make the Commanders a threat in the division? The chatter also includes potential impacts on draft strategies and roster changes as teams prepare for what could be a seismic shift. The narrative is gaining momentum, suggesting that this story isn't just a fleeting rumor, but a genuine possibility. It's one of those scenarios that could redefine the NFC East power dynamics and make next season incredibly thrilling to watch. Sources close to the NFL are whispering about a potential game changer. Saquon Barkley might be heading to the Washington Commanders. If true, this would mark a significant move in the league's landscape, with Barkley bringing his high-octane running style to a team eager to revamp its offensive identity. The Commanders have been known for their solid defense, but have struggled to find a consistent running game, and Barkley could be the solution they need. Behind the scenes, the team's executives are reportedly working hard to finalize a deal that satisfies all parties, including Barkley's camp. Philadelphia fans, meanwhile, are starting to digest what losing their star back could mean for their season plans. Analysts are already speculating on how this move might influence both teams' draft picks and free agency decisions. The buzz is loud on social media, with some fans ecstatic about the possibility and others skeptical about the fit. What's undeniable is that if Barkley joins the Commanders, it will send shockwaves through the division and alter the competitive landscape. The excitement and speculation are palpable as everyone waits for the official confirmation or denial that could come at any moment. If you've been following NFL rumors lately, then you've probably heard the latest about Saquon Barkley and the Washington Commanders. There's serious talk that Barkley could be packing his bags and heading to Washington, a move that would electrify the Commanders' offense and shake up the NFC East. Barkley's blend of speed, power, and vision on the field would fill a glaring hole for the Commanders, who've lacked a consistent running back capable of breaking big plays. Sources suggest that the negotiations have been progressing quietly but steadily, with both sides optimistic about reaching an agreement. The potential signing has sparked a frenzy of speculation on how Barkley would mesh with the Commanders' offensive schemes and the team's young quarterback. For the Eagles, losing Barkley would mean a significant shift in their offensive game plan, possibly forcing them to seek new talent in the draft or free agency. Fans and analysts alike are watching closely as this rumor unfolds, sensing the potential for one of the most exciting developments of the offseason. The buzz around this story is only growing louder, suggesting it's more than just a passing whisper. The NFL offseason is rarely dull, but the latest buzz about Saquon Barkley possibly joining the Washington Commanders could be the headline everyone's talking about. Barkley, a player known for his explosive runs and highlight reel plays, could bring a much-needed spark to the Commanders' offense, which has struggled with consistency. According to insiders, the Commanders' front office has been in deep talks with Barkley's representatives, hinting at a lucrative contract offer designed to lure him away from Philadelphia. The move would also shake up the Eagles' roster, as they need to rethink their offensive strategy without their star back. Fans on both sides are buzzing with excitement and concern, debating how this potential deal could impact team dynamics and playoff hopes. Coaches from other NFC East teams are likely monitoring the situation closely, knowing that Barkley's arrival in Washington could make the division even more competitive. This rumor is stirring up a lot of anticipation and could prove to be a defining story of the offseason, with both teams poised to make big moves in response. Rumors are swirling that Saquon Barkley's next chapter might be written in Washington, with the Commanders eager to secure his services and elevate their offensive game. Barkley, who has dazzled crowds with his agility and breakaway speed, could be exactly what the Commanders need to transform their backfield. Sources close to the A. Negotiations say the talks have been serious and constructive, with both sides hopeful that a deal will soon be announced. Barkley's potential move would not only inject new energy into the Commanders, but also send a message across the league about Washington's ambitions. Meanwhile, Philadelphia's management is reportedly weighing options on how to replace Barkley's production, possibly eyeing new talent or reshaping their offensive approach. Social media is alive with debates, predictions, and excitement as fans imagine Barkley donning a Commanders jersey. The NFL community is buzzing with what-ifs and strategy. Discussions all pointing to a move that could have far-reaching effects in the coming season. If Barkley lands in Washington, it could rewrite the NFC East storyline and set the stage for a thrilling rivalry. There's growing speculation that Saquon Barkley might be about to make a monumental switch to the Washington Commanders, and the ripple effects could be huge. Barkley, a player who's dazzled the NFL with his explosive ability to break tackles and gain yards after contact, could bring a new dimension to the Commanders' offense. Behind the scenes, executives and coaching staff are said to be crafting a game plan centered around maximizing Barkley's strengths. The talks reportedly include a substantial contract offer, signaling the Commanders' commitment to making him a cornerstone of their offense. Philadelphia, on the other hand, faces the challenge of adjusting without their star back, possibly turning to new draft picks or free agents to fill the void. Fans are buzzing with excitement and speculation, imagining how Barkley's presence might change the Commanders' fortunes. Rival teams in the NFC East are surely watching closely, knowing this could tilt the balance of power. The build-up to this potential deal has everyone eager to see if the rumors will soon become reality. Whispers from the NFL world suggest that Saquon Barkley's future could soon be in Washington, potentially signing with the Commanders in what would be a major off-season coup. Barkley's reputation as a dynamic and versatile running back would make him an instant impact player for Washington, addressing one of their key offensive needs. The Commanders' front office has reportedly been moving aggressively to secure Barkley's services, showing they're serious about competing at a higher level next season. Meanwhile, Philadelphia is reportedly bracing for the possibility of losing their star, considering moves to reshape their roster accordingly. The rumors have sparked a flurry of excitement and debate among fans, analysts, and former players, all weighing in on what this would mean for both franchises. If Barkley does make the move, it would undoubtedly shift the narrative in the NFC East and create a compelling storyline to follow. The anticipation is building as everyone waits for the official word that could confirm or deny this electrifying rumor. As the NFL offseason heats up, the rumor mill is spinning fast with the possibility that Saquon Barkley could soon be a Washington Commander. If this deal goes through, it would be a game-changing acquisition for Washington, giving them a star running back who can break defenses and turn games around with his explosiveness. Barkley's arrival could significantly enhance the Commanders' offensive strategy, providing balance and creating new opportunities for their quarterback to exploit defenses. Sources say the talks have been progressing positively, with both sides eager to finalize an agreement that benefits everyone involved. For Philadelphia, losing Barkley would mark a significant transition period, forcing them to adjust their offensive lineup and game plan. The NFL community is buzzing with speculation about how this move could impact the competitive landscape, especially within the NFC East division. Fans are eagerly awaiting confirmation, knowing that if this rumor holds true, it could be one of the most exciting storylines of the offseason. The potential shift could rewrite expectations and set the stage for an intense next season filled with new rivalries and surprises. Thanks for tuning into District Command Central. Make sure to subscribe and follow us for all the Commanders news you need. Until next time, keep the faith and hail to the Commanders.